James Stadium in Tampa. Today, NFC South rivals collide. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It is the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald who gets this started. Off we go in a tropical rain here in Tampa. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason, and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
Mayfield's pass complete to BUCS. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. Tight end motioning left. They'll run with Irving. And this will be a Bucs first down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Baker keeping it on the zone read. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. He'll decide to keep this once more. They finally track him down, but what a run as they'll mark it at the 10-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. It's a gain of 49.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands, and here, he rips off a big one.
Here's Irving. Marked down at the 6.
Irving, the ball carrier. The tackle by Christian Rosepool. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Right back to Irving. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown Buccaneers. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
One of the key factors for having success in the run game, Mike, is winning at the point of attack. And what that means is every play, the linemen and all the blockers, they understand where the back is going to start and then where the back could end up. And having a good understanding of that and how it pertains to the defense is how you gain your advantage to have big plays like this.
Antoine Winfield on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bucks 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Dowdle. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. And he won't get away. Good upfield tackle there to get him down behind the line.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now Young. And that is incomplete.
Young's pass.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
On 4th down, on is Sam Martin to punt. Cameron Johnson deep to return this.
The Bucks take over first.
The Buccaneers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Third and 9. Now Mayfield looking downfield for Otten. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Now the snap off target. This one is free. The Panthers offense ready for their second possession. And they begin, to say the least, in a tremendous spot. First and goal from the 2. Dowdle, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Panthers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense headed back to take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. To throw is Mayfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Mayfield. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Baker to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Dowdle. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 5. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, Young. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 6.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. 1st down.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Buccaneers' 38-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, Young. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They run on the jet sweep, and that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. We're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Good blocking, and he's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Panthers. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bucs offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. The bootleg. It's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And this will be a Bucs 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10
Really well
yards.
executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4.5 speed to maybe play at a 4.7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball's going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. On the ground, it's Irvin. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
A gain of 10 yards.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
1st down.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He was brought down by Trevin Wallace. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. It's Otten in motion. 2nd down throw from Mayfield. There's a reception for Chris Godwin. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 21
First time
yards.
these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll run with White. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Irving trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing 4th down.
Wow, so they decide to challenge them on the ground on 3rd and goal, Mike, and this defense answered. I think the takeaway is pretty clear. Next time you found yourself down in this situation, you got to throw the ball.
On for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bucs are back within 4 at 14-10. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Carolina 1st down.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Neutral zone
Contact
infraction.
up front.
Defense.
Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 2nd down.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Third and a yard. They try to run for it with Hubbard. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Look, sometimes, Mike, there's just nothing you can do. They went with the draw, not a terrible time to do it. The defense just had a great read on the play, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Sanders. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. They wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Young. Quick throw here is complete. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Now Dowdle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a time. 2nd and 11. Now Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. This one in. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Panthers are out to a 21-10 lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. To return is Tucker. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Mayfield to throw. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. Talk things over before third down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now they'll try to run the jet sweep. Inside the 35, 20, 15, and he will score. Payne Durham, touchdown, Tampa Bay. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bucs are back within 4. It's 21-17.
Buccaneers 17.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. To return is Hubbard. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Young. Now a screen set up for Dowdle.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Second and a yard. Tremble comes in motion. They'll run with Dowdle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And this will be a Panthers first down. And he's able to get it up to the 37-yard line.
A gain of 6.
Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
The Panther first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. Yeah, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Young. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
And their only realistic chance to end the half with points is to throw the ball near the sideline, gain as many yards as you can, and then hopefully either get yourself in position to kick the field goal or at the very least in position where you can attempt a Hail Mary.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Here's the punter now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild 2nd half to come.
Chase McLaughlin.
3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. To return is Hubbard. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The third quarter begins with a run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. Young. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Panther first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Levante David doing his work on defense.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Tremble comes in motion. A 2nd down throw for Young. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. First down and more. He's inside the 35.
Let's not lose sight of just what a good open field tackle that was. I mean, yes, it results in a big gain. But, Mike, if that safety doesn't make that tackle, he's gone.
First down, Panthers.
Here's 1st and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bucks 31-yard line.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Young. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
Now Young gonna keep it himself. And nice work there. Go into a slide and gain about 7.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7.
And anytime you have a long drive going, you'd hate to have it stall out there. So that's a really nice job up front, making sure that that doesn't happen, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. He's got it. Panthers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Buccaneers 17.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Buccaneers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Going to give it to Irving. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
That's good.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
At the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
That's a BUCS in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Baker going to hand it to White. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
By Trevin Wallace. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Irving, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
on the tackle. No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Waste of time.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
And as a defensive coordinator, this just drives you nuts. You have a team in 3rd and long. You think you're going to go rush the passer. What do? They change it up. They slip the offensive lineman out in front of the back and drop it off, and he picks up a big gain and converts the 1st down.
Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Here's Irving, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes the effectiveness of a blitz is all about when you call it. In this case, they called it against the perfect play. They're able to send that corner directly into where the running back was designed to go. He takes him down in the backfield for a loss.
That's a BUCS in motion. Throwing is Baker. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
He tried to keep the play alive as long as he could, understanding it's 3rd down, and you've got to buy every second for somebody to unfold, give every opportunity to extend this drive. But I really like the decision at the end. Instead of taking a loss, instead of forcing the ball into a bad coverage look, he throws it away, probably ends the drive, but I don't think there was really anything else left for him to do.
The score, Panthers 28, Buccaneers 20.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. To return is Hubbard. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. To throw, Young. A short one there, caught by Tremble. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
5. Leggett in motion. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. To throw is Young. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Just a really nice effort by the defense to challenge him right at the catch point. It's really the timing of the contact that really is able to dislodge the ball, and They get a fresh set of downs to work with if he's able to hold on to it. But because of the hit, he can't squeeze it, and now they find themselves looking at fourth down.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught outside by Otten. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
To Cade Otten. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
On the ground, it's Irving. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Not good. Working the right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay. They send Evans in motion. On 1st down, here's Irving. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Mayfield. Quick slap into the hands of Ibuka. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Mayfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, getting the job done on 4th. And now it's 1st and goal.
Buccaneers.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get him.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
This will be big for the Bucks. They're going to try the two-point conversion.
The Bucks will set up for the two-point conversion.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That'll be caught, and he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for two, unable to tie this football game up. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. To return is Hubbard. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Now Dowdle. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
To throw, Young. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back to work. Run it. It's over. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, Baker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
5. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. And even 30 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Irvin. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
At the 26. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. A tight end in motion now. They'll go again here with Irvin. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
For a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Mayfield. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up. Mayfield to throw. This is caught at 2. To the goal line and in. Cade Otton. Touchdown Buccaneers. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Young to throw on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. A gain of 18 for number 18, and a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 11. They'll run with Dowdle. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got it going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
From the gun, it's Young. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Give. This is Irving. And this will be a Bucs 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Right back to Irving. He'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another 1st down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
They'll run out of the gun. This is White. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Baker to throw. He'll swing this out wide to Irving. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll turn and hand this one off. The Panthers are going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
That's a BUCS in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A loss of
You know, at
1.
this point, the
It's now
defense
third
has to
down
sell out and
6.
stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This one on target to Godwin. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Here comes a return from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Panthers offense ready to take over once again.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan.
Pass. Complete to Tataroa McMillan. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Hubbard. Oh, hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Buccaneers come away with the turnover.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready, you're up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
The Bucs offense ready to take over once more. And with the defense out of timeouts, they cannot stop the clock. Just a couple of kneel downs should do it. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. Now screen set up for Dowell. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide-open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
He'll buy time left. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.